Tired of juggling bills? Well, what if I told you that you could handle your Google Fi payments effortlessly, entirely online? Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are diving into an explainer that's going to help you completely master the Google Fi payment ecosystem. We'll be breaking down the exact online pathways, the structural rules, and the hidden strategies you can use to take total, ultimate control of your mobile finances. I mean, seriously, are you tired of just hoping those auto drafts hit on the right day? Discovering how you can handle your Google Fi payments effortlessly online is a total game changer. We're talking about unlocking incredible convenience, top-tier security, and just keeping way better records. It saves you time, and honestly, it eliminates that nagging stress of unexpected financial surprises. Okay, let's dive right into this roadmap. We'll be looking at the autopay baseline, why you might actually want to pay early, a step-by-step guide for those early payments, managing your payment methods, troubleshooting and security, and finally, support and disclaimers. Part 1. The autopay baseline. The status quo. So, to really master a system, you got to understand how it works on default, right? Google Fi runs on a highly automated billing engine. They really don't want you mailing in paper checks. Here's how that default timeline actually looks. Once your billing cycle wraps up, it takes about 2 days for your finalized statement to hit your email. The moment that statement is ready, a 10-day countdown kicks off. Exactly 10 days later, bam, your primary card is automatically charged. That's the baseline. It is mandatory, but hey, mandatory doesn't mean you can't grab the wheel yourself. Section 2. Why pay early online? Let's talk about taking back control. Now, you might be wondering, if the system just does it for me in 10 days, why bother doing it manually? Well, check out this real-world strategy from a savvy Google Fi user. They realized their specific credit card was running a promo offering 10% cashback on utility bills for a very limited time. Because they knew exactly how to pay manually online, they logged in and prepaid several months of their Google Fi service all at once. As they put it, guaranteed 10% cashback is way better than a savings account. By taking control, they literally maximized their rewards and pocketed some serious cash. And here's another super clever use case. One community member, who actually called themselves a CPA, argued that paying early is financially useless unless you're getting a direct discount. But a self-described deal Jedi master fired right back with this exact point. Imagine you're trying to finance a brand new device on your credit card, and you need that credit limit freed up before Google Fi's 10-day auto draft date. Manually paying early clears that balance instantly. It's basically a tactical move to keep your working capital fluid and your credit utilization right where you want it. Section 3. Step-by-step early payments. Time to execute the move. If you're on your phone, doing this through the native mobile app is incredibly smooth. First, just open the Google Fi app. Second, tap that billing tab. Third, scroll down to the payment section and hit Pay Early. Fourth, choose Other Amount and type in exactly what you want to pay. And finally, step 5, just review it and tap Pay Now. Now here's the cool part. When you do this, it doesn't instantly change your current active bill. Instead, it creates a ledger credit that gets directly applied to your next monthly statement. It's just brilliantly simple. But hey, maybe you prefer sitting at a computer. You can do this just as easily from a web browser. Step 1, visit pay.google.com. And quick pro tip here, always make sure you're logging in from a secure network when you're dealing with finances. Step 2, navigate over to the Subscriptions and Services tab. Step 3, find that Google Fi card and click Manage. And Step 4, click the Pay Early button. That opens up a centralized payment form where you pick your card and finalize the whole thing. 2 different paths, same exact ultimate control. Section 4, managing payment methods. The rules of the game. Now, you can only pull off these slick financial maneuvers if you play by Google Fi's strict operational rules. Compared to other services, Google Fi is actually super rigorous about what financial instruments they accept. You're perfectly fine using the big 4, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. But you might be surprised by what gets rejected. You actually can't use direct bank account ACH transfers, even if they're tied to your Google account. You can't use prepaid cards, no Google Pay balance, and you definitely can't use wire transfers. They are strictly mitigating risk here by sticking only to major card networks. Because the system is that strict, you really need to set up some backup redundancy to prevent any billing failures. This system actually mandates that you have at least one active card on file at all times. So, if you want to delete your current card, you have to do it in this exact order. First, add your new secondary card. Next, go into the payment details and set that new card as the backup, or as your new primary. Only then will the system actually let you remove the old primary card. It's basically a built-in safety net so your cellular service never drops just because a card expires. Section 5. Troubleshooting and security. Let's look at overcoming obstacles. Look, sometimes things go wrong. And if you hit a wall, you need to know the parameters. For example, did you know the Google Fi billing engine will actually reject an early manual payment if your pending statement balance is below $10? It's true. So if you're trying to push through a quick $5 prepayment and you get an error, don't panic. It's not your bank acting up. It's just the system's $10 minimum threshold rule kicking in. Next up is the magic number 7. If your payment is declined, say your card expired or your bank flagged the charge, you have a critical 7-day grace period. You literally must log in and provide valid payment info within 7 days of that decline. If you miss that window, you're looking at order cancellations or even having your cellular service completely suspended. So time is absolutely of the essence there. And of course, we cannot talk about online payments without touching on security. Google Fi's security relies heavily on those strict payment type restrictions we just talked about, but also on some really rigorous identity verification protocols. To protect your financial data, always ensure you have two-factor authentication enabled on your Google account. Because Google Fi links your cellular identity directly with your financial identity, locking down your main Google account is your absolute best defense. Finally, Section 6, Support and Disclaimers, your next steps. By now, you've got a really solid grasp on navigating this digital infrastructure. But if you stumble into a highly specific edge case, you need to know exactly where to get help. First, the official Google Fi Help Center is a massive treasure trove of step-by-step guides. Second, the Google Fi Wireless Community Forum. That's where you'll find peer support from product experts. You know, those same community members who figured out that 10% cashback trick we talked about earlier. And finally, the in-app feedback tool. If you have a specific suggestion you want the actual Google developers to see, submit it directly through the app. They actually read that stuff. So I'll leave you with this. Are you ready to take ultimate control of your mobile finances this billing cycle? You have the tools, you know the rules, and you understand the strategies. Log into your account today, double-check those backup payment methods, and hey, maybe even test out an early payment. If you found this explainer helpful and you want more guides on mastering your digital life, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And finally, just a quick professional disclaimer. Procedures and accepted payment methods are always subject to change by the provider. The strategies we've discussed today are based on the current ecosystem, so definitely consult the official Google Fi resources for the most up-to-date info before making any major account changes. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep optimizing, and I'll catch you next time.